Well, hello there. Got my son Tristan here. He bought him a Polaris RZR XP 1000 Sport, and it's kind of a base model when it comes to not having a windshield, not having the roof, all this stuff. So first thing we're going to do, that's right, it is fast. So first thing we're going to do is install a rear view mirror and side mirrors for this. That way he can see behind him when he's backing up, when he's driving down the road, if people are coming up on him, he can see. So we're going to go ahead and get started on doing this. It looks like he's wanting to do the side mirrors first. So,
so handsome.
So we're going to go ahead and get that going. Let me get you on the tripod here.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing, to be honest. You might need to edit that out.
No, I will. Okay, so the first thing we have are going to be the side mirrors. Of course, you get two of them, one for the driver's side and one for the passenger side. And the brand we went with is Kimimoto. Kimimoto.
Kimi?
They sell a bunch of stuff for side-by-sides and shit like that. Comes with a little instruction book. And this one that we bought, it mounts to your sidebar here. Your frame, I guess this is what this is, or roll cage, or whatever you want to call it. And it comes with two different size mounting brackets. These are plastic. You have a 1.75 inch and a 2 inch. I'm not quite sure what size we have here. We're going to check it out and see. All right, so that doesn't fit well. Let's try this. There it is. That fits really good. Okay, so it looks like on this particular model, which is the 2025 Polaris RZR 1000 XP4 Sport, we're going to use the 1 3/4 inch and 3/4. Fits on there good. Now, before you put that on there, it also comes with these little rubber pieces. I'm assuming these are like little gaskets that will help tighten this thing up and keep it from moving around, or keep it from, I couldn't see this plastic scratching your metal, but keep it from scratching the metal. So I think first thing we're going to do, my boy over here just said he lost his key. It's right here, babe.
Okay.
There you go. All right, so the first thing I'll do is I'll take, I guess, a piece of this rubber, stick it in this hole here, and then we're going to
And stick it like she said.
Let's get it. This is kind of a pain here.
Pain in his booty.
Okay. All right, that just kind of slides. Say it slides right on. You got to kind of force it in there, especially with that rubber piece. So now that that's on there, what do we got here? Installation tips. That kind of looks right, I guess. Loosen screw, angle the bracket. So that's going to be on this part here. So we need a hex head. I wonder if this kit comes with it. Let's see. That's the other mirror. It doesn't appear to come with the little tool that you may need to use. All right, so we have this all the way loosened, and it comes out. So your side mirror, which honestly, this should be for that side because their name is right there. So this really should go for the other side. So we're gonna put this to the side in here. Let's grab this other one out. The little mounting bracket, all that shit, it's gonna be the same. So that doesn't matter. I'm just gonna pull this out to use this mirror here. This mirror here. Because you can see that their brand's name, Kimimoto, is right here. So that needs to be on the bottom. Shouldn't be upside down, which is how that would have to be if I mounted it like that. So this will mount in here like this. That goes in there just like that. But if you just stick it in there, this mirror may not be in the right position. So that's why you have that adjustment right there that you can take off and then angle this however you need it. So we're gonna play with that for a second. Get this adjusted where we think we need it. Of course, you can also adjust this thing up and down. So if this is too high, we can bring this down. And again, it is a little bit harder with that rubber piece on there. So kind of pull out on your plastic piece like that with your hands. Move it around a little bit. Something like that. And then with this left driver's side mirror, we'll do the same thing we just did with that other one. That turned out to be the passenger side mirror. Let's take this thing off. We'll kind of figure out where we want it. So it looks like the best thing to do is go ahead and put that the bracket piece or the mirror piece that sits in that bracket, go ahead and put it in there with the screw in place, and then take your side mirror, stick it in that hole, because this thing doesn't like twist on its own. You have to like pick it out or take it out and move it where you want it, and it'll kind of slide in place. So just do it like that maybe. I'm going to try to sit here and figure out where the best place for this thing to be is. I think that looks pretty good right there. If I go up another, oh, that might be good right there. Yeah, I kind of like that. Okay. So once you have your mirror stuck in here, where you want it, it'll kind of click in place. Go ahead and pull that thing back out. And then tighten up that bolt right there, that screw. And by doing that, you are now locking that side mirror into this piece. So when it goes in here like that, that's where it's going to be. But that, I don't think that's right. I need to go up one more. It slipped down on me some. So let's try this again. So I'm going to just pull this out, rotate it up where I want it to be, and then you'll feel it kind of click back into those grooves. So you just separate the two pieces, rotate it around until it seats in the next set of grooves, up or down, however you need to adjust. And then check it again. Now see, that's crazy as fuck. That ain't right. Well, that might be okay. Like this. Let's see. Yeah, I like that. Okay. So I've got it where I want it now. The adjustment part is done. Next step is bolts. And I do apologize for telling a lie, because in this other box, it did come with the Allen keys that you need for this. So you do have the Allen keys. Here they are, right here. It looks like maybe they're 3 different sizes, but anyway, they come with the Allen keys. Find the correct key that fits here. And the way it looks like this works, you have 2 washers. You have like a regular flat washer, then you have a locking washer. So just keep one washer on one side, the locking washer on the side where your nut is, or your bolt here that you're screwing in. I wonder if they recommend which side to go through. I don't think it really matters, but let's double check. It looks like they have the bolt. They have the bolt going through the, like the inside of the cab side. So now we'll just take this piece, stick it in here. I'm gonna take this part that has the threads on the inside. It's gonna slide in back here, I think. Let's see, yeah. So it'll slide in. Once that's slid in, it'll hold that piece. Oh, I forgot my damn washer. So let's try to push that out of there. So make sure you have your washer on it, which that washer ain't worth a shit. It doesn't go on here. Maybe this washer doesn't go on the side, because look what I'm running into. That washer doesn't fit over that little piece. So perhaps both washers go on the part that you screw in, the bolt side. So let's do that. So again, let's try this for like the 15th time. Got our mirror. We've got this piece that has the threads on the inside that the bolt threads into. We're going to push that through. It'll hold that side mirror up. Now we'll go ahead and grab the other side of this, which is going to have a flat washer, one of the little locking crush washer things. And we're going to now insert this into the hole, twist it, see if we can get it threaded in there. Appears to be a little bit of a pain in the ass there. They don't give you a whole lot of threads to work with. You've got to really like just touch this thing, I think. Yeah, so far I'm not digging this. This son of a bitch, it almost seems like it's too goddamn short. It should be longer. I'm sure they know what the hell they're doing, but anytime I have trouble with stuff like this, I'll take it off of whatever I'm trying to mount it to. In this case, we're mounting it to this little side piece on this razor. I'm going to pull it off, and I'm going to check it with just the mirror. So it comes out of the mirror pretty good right there, which means this should thread in really well. So the problem really that I'm having is once you slide it into this plastic, because this plastic is probably 3/16 of an inch thick, it's not giving you much thread on this piece here. But I mean, it should work. I may have to press it together a little bit, you know, close up that gap some. That's something I haven't really done. So let's try that. So I'm going to try to put this in again. And I'm going to try to squeeze and maybe push really hard on this to get it to start going in. But once you get one started, the other one should be pretty easy. Yeah, so far this is really being harder than it should be. It's kind of getting my goose a little bit. I don't understand why these motherfuckers aren't longer. That'd make this a whole lot easier, because like you have to have this shit perfectly lined up, and I may need to get a pair of pliers to squeeze this shit or something maybe. Using just the one piece of rubber, which is loose as shit, I can thread that in there. Fuck, get out of here. I just hand threaded that in. So all I can hope for now is that when I tighten these two bolts up, that it pulls this motherfucker tight where it doesn't flop around and shit. Surely you got a piece of rubber in there. Yeah, that ain't how the goddamn thing mounts. Like, what the fuck? This company sucks. Or I suck. Something sucks right now. Somebody somewhere sucks. So that does not get tight enough to hold that. So it does appear you need a piece of goddamn rubber. Let's try one of these little smaller pieces of rubber. Maybe this piece of rubber will give it just enough grip and extra. Okay. Now with the rubber on there, it does feel, it feels nice and grippy. So let's try that. Let's do this for the 15th time here. Slide this in. Slide that in. Again, it feels like it might be too far for these fucking bolts. Goddamn cocksucker, come on. Pain in my fucking dick hole. Absolute pain in my dick hole here. You heard it here fucking first. Like, bitch, just get in there. All right, to spare y'all from all this bullshit, I'm gonna fuck with this for a little bit, and then I'll tell you what the hell I did about that. Because I can't, I'll figure it out, but not right now. All right, so got me a little drink of sweet tea, came back out here, and all I did to get this to go in, it's now threaded in about halfway. I just twisted this thing around. I had it, I don't know if it'll let me twist it. Well, let me twist it now. So it was twisted more this way. So it must be something with the way this bar is. You see this bar isn't like a circle or an oval. There's like some, I don't know, indentions in here in the front. It's got to be something dealing with that wasn't making this thing line up. So if you have an issue with this, and yours may be different depending on the model that you have or the brand or whatever, but move this motherfucker around, front, back, whatever, and just see where it falls in place. I'm still going to see if this will work. If not, I'm going to try to see if I can't rotate this around once I get a thread or two put in here. Right now it's kind of too tight to move. But if you have that issue, just start moving this around where your holes line up, and then you can put that in there, and it's good. And if you need to adjust that, great. This mirror has some adjustment to it, as you can see. So that might be okay where it's at. I might need to move this around a little bit, but try that. I'm gonna try to get this adjusted where I want it, get my second bolt put in, and move to the other side. Okay, so this mirror is fully installed. Good God Almighty. And what I had to do was, as you can see, there are there's two bolts, top and bottom. I had to start the top one and the bottom one just a little bit, with this whole piece being twisted around where the mirror was closer to the front. So the mirror, instead of being there, the mirror was like over here. So this thing was twisted back this way. That allowed me to get those damn bolts started. Once I had them started, a couple of threads, then I just twisted this thing back over this way where I wanted it, and then I tightened it up. So a little bit of a pain in the ass, but if you know how to do it, it can be done. So they look really good. So I'm gonna come to this side now and hopefully knock this one out in no time flat, now that I know how to do it. So let me do that, and if everything works out on this side the way I think it is, based on the other side, I'll let you know. Well, this passenger side went fine. It took me like 10 minutes maybe, because we figured out on the other side how to do it. So I did this the same way. I put the 1.75 inch on it with the one piece of rubber. I had this whole piece here adjusted back, like back here. Put my two bolts in, tightened them up a little bit, and then twisted this thing around, sat in the driver's side, looked at it, made sure it was all where it needed to be before tightening those up. Of course, you want to make sure that you have them somewhat close to being the same height, or distance from the top to the bottom. You don't want one of these down here and the other one up there, I guess, unless you your eyes are cross-eyed or something. But this is pretty much how it's going to be right here.